All right, welcome to today's episode from Vienna with Mr. Pavel Trusov, Guinness Book World Record holder of the most full extension punches in 1 and 3 minutes. Nice to have you here.
Appreciate, bro, to stay here too in the company of the professionals.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we are here to talk about fitness, martial arts, how it improved our life, how we got better through it. And yeah, that's why I want to ask you first question. Why do you think martial arts is essential to every man nowadays to learn?
I think if you're a real man, you have to train definitely because that's about your spirit, that's about your muscles, how you look, how confident you have, which confidence you possess during of your life, right? If you do not train, if your body is extremely weak, probably your mind will be too. If you train a lot, you're still using to push yourself more and more forward, and that's one part of this. But second part of it, if you train, you're basically know already how to protect at least your family. Every man's supposed to know how to protect the family. Every man's supposed to know how to be stronger, better in the real life. That's it.
That's absolutely, like you said, a strong mind follows a strong body. So if you're weak here, the first thing you should work on is always your body. And that's probably why you also chose to be a coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Because for me, that's the most important part of my life, integral part of my life, I'd say, to coach people. Because when I coach people, I feel how sharing my knowledge and guys, real men, youth becoming better. This is absolutely important thing of my life, and I feel how that's my forte. I love to do it more than I love to fight. And when I see how young guys are progressing, how they are becoming stronger, I feel I'm not in the way in doing this thing, you know?
And that's an interesting thing because you said learn to fight. Probably most people, when we are talking about this, they are thinking we go to the gym, we smash our faces, we broke our noses. But actually, this is 1% of it because 99% of benefits we get besides that. So my question is to tell the people out there, which side benefits do you get if you know how to fight? Not saying we need to use it, we need to smash people, we don't do it, we use it for the good. So how did it improve your life?
Sure, I'd say that you have to know your punches, for example, that's the weapon. And when you possess the weapon, you're already much stronger than the others. And when you know how to punch, basically you are, as we can call yourself, a fighter, right? You're a fighter. And when you know what does it mean the punch, you probably will not use it because you're smashing backs, you're spar a lot, and you know you possess the weapon. Who's going to like just jail by the some accident punches who don't know what does mean the punch? They think I'm powerful, I will punch, and they don't know which is the dangerous thing is that. And we as a coach is supposed to teach people what does mean the punch and which weapon you supposed to possess ultimately.
Absolutely. And I think what most people don't get is if they learn just 1 or 2 years of martial arts, why they get so many side benefits. For example, when I started my business as a camera guy, filming some companies, I went inside and closed deals for thousands and thousands of euros. I had not even a camera, and where did I get that confidence from? If I can go to the gym, stand one-on-one with a man, frontal, really show that I have the balls, show that I have the courage. You think closing a deal, getting more money is a big thing, That's what I'm saying. Maybe you have also some side benefits which helped your martial arts.
But tell me, I have a question to you. You mentioned that you're doing the cameraman job, right? And do you think even the cameraman supposed to train or no?
I think everybody's supposed to train because let's say you are a cameraman and you make 10K a month. And then you start training, your confidence will 10x. What happens to your wallet, to your business? Also, it will 10x, It all comes down to you. You are the root. If you are functioning at 100%, everything else will function way much better.
Yeah. Ultimately, we can make a conclusion that's extremely important for anyone to train.
Yeah, but absolutely. Why are there still so many people out of shape? That's the question. So many people are overweight, not confident, buying these OnlyFans pictures all day. Why is that?
Why a lot of people still without shape, right? Because here are the few things which are making people still be out of shape. First thing I'd say they are lazy, and we know about that. Let's say 50% people, they're lazy, right? They're just they're lazy asses, couch potatoes, and they don't wanna just do something, right? To make these researches, how to do, what to do, and second part of the people and the second problem over here is that people don't know how to start. For example, right, like how you said, like you're the cameraman, you, for example, have a budget, but you don't know what exactly to do. What you will do the first step? What is this? What is the way how to start to learn? And there, the finally, bam, you have to find the coach, you have to do all this thing. That what we have to do, right? Person coming to us who has absolutely no knowledge, lack of understanding of the sport, and we have to present him the sport, open for him this door to make him to love a sport. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. I'm so glad you joined now the Fight Gecko team.
Yeah.
You're the sixth coach. Why actually did you join us?
For me, most important, like to be honest with you, I'd like to tell that all like entire my life, when I start to run my social media, I'd say when followers start to grow, people immediately want to take the piece of cake, like from me, from my audience, whatever. And I was looking for the people who has the same direction like me. They have the same vision, the same concept in the head with who we can move on together. And I have the same concept, not just create the product, right? Any kind of the course. I want to create the best product. I wanted to create. I wanted to see any platform where people can upload their videos and they will get the feedback
Feedback.
the feedback extremely quick. They will see how that goes. They will see what does it mean to be in the team with the same people who are also looking forward of the growing, of the self-growing, of the mental growing, of the skills growing, and what exactly in the platform of the Combat Club, right? That's what I wanted for myself back in the day when I didn't have a coach. I was recording myself and I didn't know what to do exactly with these videos. And finally, for such a small amount of the money, you're going inside the platform and you're taking everything. That's all.
And that was also my big goal, because when I started back then, I had not a good coach. He didn't show me anything. I got very bad injured here. I don't know if the camera sees it. I almost died here from my first fight. The ribs got into my lungs. It collapsed. And then I stopped going to the gym and I asked myself, why did this happen? And then while researching, I bought all the courses. I saw, hey, actually, I don't know shit. I don't know how to defend myself. And that's how I learned really 99% from the internet. 3 years, studied the internet, filmed myself, analyzed my technique, and turns out I became very good. And after I created my first program, I thought, okay, people are buying the program, but they're getting no results because one thing was missing, and it's the most important thing. It's a brotherhood. It's a combination of people who have the same goal. And that's why I switched from, hey, I have the best course. I switched to, I want to build the best platform where first, the coaches can earn good money, but second, the people get 100% guaranteed results because they can learn from so many different people. They can learn from you, from Alex, from Montana, Olympic fighter, 100 fights, Hovo Hike, again, 70 fights, my online trading experience. So they go into one platform and gain 50 years of experience instantly. And yeah, that's the big vision. That's why I'm glad that you joined the Combat Club.
Yeah, sure. And you mentioned last thing, really interesting, really interesting moment you mentioned there. That vast majority of people also starting to think about the health already too late after some injuries, right? When you got injured, you start to think, all right, I'm doing something wrong, or why that's happened. Exactly. And you have to know when you don't need to wait until you'll get injured, right? Just find the people, find the coach, find coaches online who will help you with the without getting any injuries to grow. That's what exactly you have to do, like a healthy approach, not just kill. You have to think, you have to analyze, and always with the cold head of the coach who will help you to pave the way, just to go forward.
And that was a very important point, because so many people ask us, is it too late? Oh, I'm 20. And I tell you guys, I started with 21. And it was the best decision to start. Then with 22, I got this injury. Then I stopped for 3 years, but then I got back into it. And without martial arts, I wouldn't be by far where I am right now. And that's also why most people don't, how can I learn with an online academy? They just don't get it, that before you need to punch into a bag hard with wrong technique, you need to control your technique. How do you want to drive a Ferrari on a racetrack if you don't even know how to put the first gear in a normal car? That's what most people don't get. Of course, it's not a professional fight camp to be world champion, but before you do anything, you need to understand where to position your hands, where to position your body, how to move, how to step, like you always say, full extension, turn everything. I don't know if I want to add something to this.
Yeah. I'd say here just one thing. For me, that was the entire life the problem with the coaching. I just came across sometimes in my life unprofessional coaching, and I know what does it mean to waste your time when nobody controls you what you're doing. For example, you're coming to the session and coach just sit, you're hitting the back, and then you go home and you're just paying huge amount of the money. And sometimes these people even are big champions, but they lazy to work. You know what I mean? But we people, I know you personally, I know you're coaching people, I coaching people, and we love what we're doing. That's extremely important to love your hobby, to love what you're doing, and then you see how this hobby becoming the integral part of your life in the snap, right? For example, I cannot live without coaching. I cannot find any other job. I don't wanna do anything because, for example, I coach people 10 hours every day. Just like 5 days per week, I coach people in the gym physically. A lot of people coming to me, they're different, right? With the different injuries, like a different heights, weights, everything is different. And when people work with me, they're getting all my this like a 9 years of the experience in the coaching, right? I started to train since the 6 years old. Now I'm 29, and all these years I train. And when people start to work with me, they're getting all this knowledge.
And you guys out there can imagine how much money it would cost to work with us, because we are such a huge following. So many people are giving us messages, hey, can you come here, can you come there? And that's also why we do this online coaching, because for the price of one just session, you can get coached a whole month, get all the access to the courses, talk to us, and get your technique reviewed. And I always say action plus feedback is progress. And if you go to a fucking gym, not saying the gyms are not good, but most gyms are not. We know it. Most coaches are shit. It's just like it is. And before you pay one coach for 1 hour, $100, and he just lets you punch on the punching bag without getting any feedback, without even knowing what you're missing, what you're doing wrong, better come to us, look into Academy, 1 month, you can cancel anytime, and then you will see how much you can improve. I can tell you from our experience, because we are doing this since months now, people come to us and they get in 3 months the experience and the endurance and the power and the technique most people don't get in 3 years. So
Yeah, sure. The classic gym, how we used to know the classic gym with the weights, the main problem is that people there just come, lift some weights, go home, and they're not growing.
and it takes them 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah,
2
yeah.
hours, not even sweating, you know?
Yeah. They just come and like do I'm not saying about everybody, right? We're just talking about vast majority or maybe a little bit exaggerating, but still sense is the same, right? People in the gym, they're working only for the 5-10% of their maximum. Just come to the martial arts gym where people doing the kickboxing, people are dying in the gym. Really. And that's a big difference between the like martial arts, for example, and weights, right? Definitely somebody is just fully living in the gym, live through all these weights, right? We know the like a professional bodybuilders or something, but vast majority of the people come and do not do legs at all, just do a little bit biceps, then go home. You know what I mean? But in the kickboxing gym, you have in the any kind of the like a martial arts gym, people have no choice, just working. You know.
And that's the important point to tell you guys out there. So many people come to me, they want to get a little bit in shape, to start training. And what do? They go 2 hours on a treadmill, don't even sweat. Start with martial arts. Our programs go 20 minutes, one training, and people are coming, boom, big bulky guys, they tell me, man, 3 hours of my gym workout isn't that hard than this 20 minutes. And it's not about the time you invest, it's about the results. And I want to put minimal input and get maximum output. And that's exactly how we built our academy. That's exactly how we built the structure of the Combat Club. Just invest 20 minutes a day and get benefits of years, which mostly you will never get somewhere else.
100% agree. Just everyone who are still considering should they start or no, I think they should start today. They don't need to wait tomorrow. They do not need to wait like a 1 week after, right? What we are just offering people, that's not about something we need to sell. That's about I, for example, recorded the absolutely comprehensive course with the absolutely comprehensive holistic approach where you can find everything. Just you will die in the sessions, but everything what you will do under the control. That means you're not just start to run and you do not understand why you're running, right? There you will die for the reason to be better in the martial arts with a lot of different exercises. They're switching every minute. This is really, really tough thing, and I want you to definitely to join and try. Not forcing, but I need you to try.
Yeah, you said to the people, start today. And I'm not saying start today, I'm asking you a question. Look into the mirror. Are you happy what you see? Look into your bank account. Are you happy with the money you make? Look into your bed. You have a wife, which loves you? If the answer is not, you know what's the reason? It's because of you. You are not where you should be. And like we said on the whole podcast, the biggest leverage is yourself. Work on yourself, and I promise you, your whole life will get better. With that, thank you, Pavel.
Thank you very much, my brother.